ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੇ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ ਪਿੰਗ ਕਰਨ ਚਰ ਜਾਏ ਅੰਤ ਲਖੇ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ ਯੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਕਹਾਂ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਸ਼ ਹਮਾਰੀ ਬਰਨ ਸਕੇ ਮਾਇਮਾ ਜੋ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ ਆਪ ਲਿਓ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ, yesterday Maharaj ne kirpa kiti, we looked at the life and the childhood of Baba Sukha Singh ji. Baba Sukha Singh ji is that Gursikh. When Masarangar invaded Darbar Sahib and did unspeakable acts inside Darbar Sahib, he had shrab, hookah, these things inside Darbar Sahib. It was by Sukha Singh and by Matab Singh who went and did his soda. Yesterday in the Diwan we looked at when Sukha Singh was a child, Jidda Prem Pegya di Sikhi de Naal. We looked at how he tried to commit suicide when his family cut his case. And then we heard about how he regained his confidence in Sikhi, how he realized that he will only die when it's his time, how he lost all doubt of death, how he re-kept his case, how he took Amrit again under the Jathadari of Baba Sham Singh ji, and how he went about the Panth doing great seva, day and night, neta, with great pyar, with great enthusiasm, he would do such seva. And in England, we used to have camps. And ek Baba ji aande hunde si Malaysia to tusi sunya hona, Baba Mahinder Singh ji Khalsa. ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5 ਸਾਲ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ all the missiles that were doing Veechar in this camp, ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਮਿਸਲ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਹੁਣ. All the other missiles, they've gone. One missile is still here. That's Missile Shahida Tarnadal. And Khalsa ji used to tell us, when they went to Punjab, they went to the land of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Anandpur Sahib, and they went to Shahidi Bagh. And there in Shahidi Bagh, they did darshan of the Jathedar, the current Jathedar then, of Missile Shahida Tarnadal, and it was Baba Kirtan Singh. And Khalsa ji used to tell us, when they saw Baba Kirtan Singh, there was a big, huge tawa. There was a huge tawa, it was really hot. Garmi de din si, jida kal si, puri garmi si. And Baba Kirtan Singh, bajorg sige. They were old and they were sitting, there was a jor mela. Sara Khalsa Anandpur Sahib pahunch gaya. And Baba ji was doing seva of the prashade. And Khalsa ji said, when he looked at Baba ji, they had big bags under their eyes. And they were still doing the prashad. They saw them in the morning, then they came back at lunchtime, and they came back sham. He goes, swear to sham tak, 13-14 kente Baba ji tawa te baithe rahe, seva karde. And Baba ji said, this is the type of seva Gursikhs of old used to have. And as main akhi dekhya, fir mainu pata laga, this is seva. And then he said to Baba ji, Baba ji, tusi hun hat chup shah bejo hun. And Baba Kirtan Singh was doing the seva, and they were falling forward like that, and then they up jagaj and they'd carry on the seva. And Baba Kirtan Singh gave a jawab, and they said, we asked someone mil gaya. I've had this day to do seva, pata nahi je mur ke milna je nahi. And Khalsa ji used to tell us, je aapa Sikh banna, we is tarah di sharda naal seva karya karo. Is tarah di pyar naal seva karyo. Like Khalsa used to say, when the samagam hunde si, camp hunde si, they go, when you're doing Chor Sahib, do Chor Sahib, stand in front of Guruji and give your heart with every way of that Chor Sahib. Dilo, say, Maharaj, main thwada, tusi mere apa hi ha, hor koi hai nahi. Just imagine it's just you and Guru Sahib. And that's a beautiful thing we can all do in our lives if we have a one-to-one relationship with Guruji. No one can break our relationship with Guruji. No one can say to us that your relationship be like this or your relationship should be like this. Guruji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is Sarab Kala Parpur. Whatever you want in the dunya, Maharaj will give you. Whatever kind of relationship you want with Guruji, Guruji will give you. If you're a Fauj and you're tayar pratyar, Kamar Kasala ke Shastra Bastar ban ke, and you come to the Guru's Darbar and you see Guruji as your general, Guruji will be the general of generals, will be the greatest general that you can't even imagine. If you come in the Darbar as a child, भी महाराज मैं तो बच्चा या मैंने कुछ नहीं पता मैं थोड़ा या मैं तो गुआचा पुल्ला फिर बच्चा या Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Granth Sahib will be the greatest father that you can ever imagine. They'll give you that teaching that your dunyavi parents can't even give you. If you come as a lover into the Guru's Darbar, if you come full of love, Maharaj will show you that much love that you will drown in the love that Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj shows. And the language in this Darbar is the language of pyar. Jin prem kiyo tin hi prabh payo. And sometimes, why it's important to have a relationship with Guru Granth Sahib Ji, because Guru Granth Sahib Ji is Rab, is Parameshwar, is Vaheguru. There is no difference between the Bani, the Guru, and Parameshwar themselves. They are all one. And it's very important we have a relationship with Guruji, because when hard times come, when okay samay aande, we can't turn to nobody else. Sagala dwar ko chhad ke, we leave all other dwars and we come to this dwar. And in this dwar, the language of love speaks. And sometimes, if you're like me, dunyavi, you get in trouble. Something happens in your life, you come to the Guru's Darbar, hukamnama lalida ardas karida, and Maharaj gives you answers. Sometimes in your life, you won't be able to turn to anyone else. You won't be able to turn to your friends. You won't be able to turn to your mother or father. You won't be able to turn to no one. Who's there? Guruji is there. Guruji is always there. And we can build that personal one-to-one relationship with Guruji. Once, in my own life, I got in trouble once. And I was really upset, down and sad. I came and sat in the Guru's Darbar in England. And you know, they have the stage where they have a stage in Nagaraya. I was sitting behind there. I was sitting there and I was looking in the Darbar Sahib and I was just looking at Maharaj. Darbar khali sega. And as the Darbar was khali, somebody walked in. Duramona, case nisi rakhe. And when they walked in, they had all tattoos on his face. Idda sara kuch si. And I was sitting in the Darbar, main ta dekhi gaya, bhi aa kaun aa gaya. And when he was walking, he's walking like this into the Guru's Darbar. I was sitting in the Darbar, main dekhi gaya, and I was looking, I was like, I was judging. In the Guru's house, I was looking at another sect that's come to Guruji, and I was judging. On his leg, he had a tag. Meaning, in England, when you go to jail, when you come out of jail, they tag you. They put a tag on your ankle, like a collar thing on your ankle, so they know where you are at all times. And I looked and I saw he had a tag. He came, he matha teked him to Guru Sahib, and then he stood up. He looked directly at Maharaj, and he did this. He did this. He looked at Maharaj's swaroop and he did this. Maharaj, you're my heart, you're my dil. When I saw that, first I was judging him. He's got tattoos, he's a criminal. When I saw him do this, shout to the Guru Sahib, you're my heart, you're here. The roam on my arm stood up. I mean, no rona aa gaya, which mera dil, mera hirday. I looked at that guy and I felt, I want that. I want that relationship. The Sharda that he came in, the way he matta teked and connected with Guruji. At that moment I thought, minno chahida, I need that connection with Guruji. Never saw that guy again, but I learned a lesson that day. It doesn't matter how you are, doesn't matter where you are in life, doesn't matter where you've fallen, what you've done. If you come to the Guru's Darbar and you connect with Guruji, everything will be okay. Everything will always be okay. Because Guruji's got us. Guruji's everything for us. We don't go to anybody else. We come to Guruji, everything we need. Times of happiness, times of sadness, when we're going to get married, when we're born, when we die, everything. From day to night, every single day of our lives, and that lesson, that day I learned a lesson. I felt, don't judge, don't ever judge another Gursikh. Don't ever judge another Sikh on their journey. We don't know how quickly they connect or how they can connect. I was so jealous that the next day I came into the Gurdwara Sahib, and Namaskar, I did the same thing. I did that, but it gal nahi bani. Oh, je connection nahi si pahuncha jithe oda connection se. But then when I learned, I do ardas, Maharaj, let me connect with you. Let me open my heart, and you open yours, and let's connect. You are everything. And from then on, I've always come to this darbar, because this darbar is everything. And Bhai Sukha Singh Ji, in his life, at one point he was the hero. The whole Panth looked at him, Sada Jarnail ya, Sada Surma ya, Sada Fauj ya. And then like that, in the blink of an eye, from being at the top, he got dropped to the bottom. When they put a false allegation that a daughter died in his house, that he knew about it. He never knew, unquestionably, but he never knew anything about it. And straight from the top, he was bound at the bottom. And then fir Panth ne ralaya nahi. The Panth pushed him away. They said, "Sad naal na ral." They never kicked him out fully because they never had the full evidence. Par naal vi nahi rakhya. From all the jathedars, all the Singhs, all the sevadar coming and always asking, "Vi Sukha Singh, aha morcha lana kidda kariye?" Now bulanda hi nahi si. Oda batta nahi si sanja karde. How we all eat langar together. He would have been outside by the jore eating on his own. And he was very sad, and he lived this sad life. He was upset, but he couldn't give up on the Panth. He still wanted to be with the Panth. He followed the Singhs around. He was always with them. And one day, from Afghanistan, a Fauj came. The Fauj of Ahmad Shah Abdali, the brothers of Ahmad Shah Abdali, the best of the best, the greatest warriors on earth. With these Afghan Pathan warriors, they were huge. And Bali Jodhe Surme Sige. From birth, they were raised to be warriors. They didn't know anything else. They never learned how to read. They never learned how to write. All they would learn is warfare, how to kill. And they had the best diets. Onada khana vi khulla siga. Vi roj pata nahi kinna meat de khande sige. Roj, badam, pista, kaju, dodh, sara kuch milda si enu roj. They were pale hoy vadde vadde. When they came, they used to have 2 horses each because they were so heavy. And Sade Sikh at the time, jehde Sade Sikh si, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਭੁੱਖੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਜੰਗਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ 4-4 5-5 ਦਿਨ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਤੋਂ ਬਗੈਰ. They were fighting to survive, living in jungles. ਪੱਤਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਜੋ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਾ. They were living in lots of ਗਰੀਬੀ. ਅਨੰਦ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਵੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੀ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਲੋਤਰ ਸੀ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਸੀ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੱਪੜਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ. Some Singhs never had a ਕੱਪੜਾ, they just had a ਹਜੂਰੀਆ. ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹਜੂਰੀਆ ਬਣ ਕੇ they just survive in the jungles like this. And these Afghans have heard we ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੂਰਮਿਆਂ, they are great warriors. So they came to test. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੂਰਮਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ, when you hear there's another great warrior, you want to fight them to see who's the best. And this is what happened. They came to Punjab. And in Punjab they came searching for the Sikh. We Sikh kithe hai? And they heard about the whereabouts of jithe Khalsa di Fauja in this alaka near Bias River. So they came towards this area. As they came towards this area, on the beak jane sige. And as they came to this area, jere Singh sige that were on the Bias, by the Bias, they saw the Tur rising from when a horse gallops on sand and rita, the dust rises. They saw the Tur, they heard the sounds, and then the Fauj, they crossed over the river. So from this side, they crossed over to this side. When the Pathans came, they stopped on this side of the river, And they lalkar they see, they were shouting out to the Khalsa, with tusi bhaj gaye, you guys have run. And then they sent a letter. They wrote a letter and they sent it with a messenger across the river to the Khalsa. All the Faujan were there. There was a small missile, a small dal of Sikh, which 15-20 jane hone hai. And they opened the letter, and the letter the Pathans wrote to the Sikh, it read, we came to fight the Singhs. We heard Singhs are tigers or warriors. We came to test their mettle. We came to do war with them. And what did you guys do? On seeing the dust from our horses, you guys ran like cowards. You guys crossed over the river. You saw the tour from our horses. You didn't even wait to see us. You guys pehla hi tusi bhaj gaye. Is this what you're about? We've come to fight you. You know what? Tusi 3 jane pejo, 2 jane pejo, apa ek Pathan pejunge. One of our Pathan will fight 2 or 3 of your Singhs. If you do this, if 3 of you fight one of us, fir apa man junge bhi tusi hage surme. If you don't do this, fir tusi giddar ho. Tuada panth giddar anda ya. You guys are not worthy. You want to come to battle now? Bring shuriyan, katara, talwara, barshe, tegge. Bring all these handheld weapons and come and do battle with us. Fight us, face to face, breath to breath. Stand against us in this war now. And Singha ne fir vichar ke, the Singhs wrote a letter and sent a jawab. The Singh said, you send 10 Pathans, we will send 5 Singhs. Tusi 10 jana pejo, apa 5 pej de. Let's fight. We will come with barshe, with gadase, with katara, peshkabish, and we will come with our jangi, ram jange, our banduka, our guns. Because the Khalsa was very smart at that time. The tactics of the Khalsa at this time was guerrilla warfare, was tai fat di larai. And in tai fat di larai, you fight the way you want to fight. You don't fight how the Dushman says. You fight on your terms. So the Khalsa was master of the gun at this time. The Khalsa was so experienced at using the guns, almost perfect shots with the gun. The Mughals, the Pathans, they sent a letter back saying, no, we want to fight man to man. We want to test jor and bal and power. We don't want to fight with guns. Do not bring your guns. Leave your guns. Don't fight with guns. Because that's not fair. You can shoot us from far. And Singha nu pata si will shoot them from far. It doesn't matter how big you are, how many weights you lift, how much bakre you eat, how much ganya you eat, how much badam you eat, how much dod you eat. A bullet will take you out from far. Your jaw doesn't matter when a bullet hits you and snipers you from far. When you get shot in the face and chest and you die, drop dead on the ground, your power means nothing then. And that's what the Singhs had to do. They had to shoot and fight and run and fight and die, hit, run, hide. Jungali Singh sige. And the Pathans knew that face to face, man to man, we're much stronger than them. Every day we get fed 3-4 times a day. They don't get fed, they're not as strong as us. And they wanted to fight face to face, 1-to-1. And the Pathans said, we're not going to fight with guns. We want to test power, we want to test skill, we want to test heart. If you have heart, then tusi aajo, nahi to tusi bhaji jao, tusi rehndo. And they said, Trig es panth trig Singh naam. They said, waste is your panth and waste is the name of your Singhs. They go, waste our trig tumma. Your mother and fathers are a disgrace and you are a disgrace. If you can't fight us, trig the mother, your mother that gave birth to you, why was she even born? If she couldn't carry a warrior and make you into a warrior to fight in battle, your mother's not even worthy of being on this dunya. Who are you guys? And in their letter, they did nindya of Guru Sahib. You cause your girls sher. You guys are giddar. You guys are chor. You guys are just homeless bandits. They did such nindya of the panth that Singh Parthe bhi unhanu josh char gaya. Sukha Singh was sitting away, Normally it would have been Sukha Singh straight away. The Singh said, Sukha Singh Jal. But he was sitting back, he was listening to the chitti, and all the Singhs were sitting around listening to what was written. Saying that the Panth is waste, saying that our Guru is no good, saying that this Panth lacks courage, this Panth can't do anything, you guys are cowards, your families are cowards, your Khandan, all your warriors are fake. An ex-Singh, एक नौजवान Singh, 14-15 साल दा, he couldn't take it, and बीरस चढ़ गया, and अखां लाल हो गया. And he just got up and he goes, मैं चलिया हूं. And he goes towards his horse, he starts getting his horse ready. And the Mughals, the Mughals, head to toe, they're covered in loha. They've got dastane and gloves, they've got chainmail wrapped around their necks, they've got top on, their lowers down, you can just see their eyes. Everything else is covered. Their horses are covered in armor. Jere apne Singh hai, inna di shati nangi hai. Bas kashera aaya ta lohi aaya ta bas, hor kuch hai nahi. Our Singhs are bare-chested and they're covered in armor. They are jaan ke trying to aglana chaਹੁੰਦੇ that the Singhs come back and fight. And one Singh no pura biras char janda, his name is Charat Singh. Those in the Sukha Shakriya Misso, you should know Charat Singh was one of the Jathadars of your Misso. Charat Singh was the grandfather of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Charat Singh's son was Maha Singh's son was Ranjit Singh. Ranjit Singh, one of the greatest Maharaja we've ever had. Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who had so much love for Darbar Sahib, he covered Darbar Sahib in gold. He had so much love for Guru Gobind Singh that when he went to Sachkhand Sri Hajur Sahib and they said, whoever makes an astan here, their Khandan will finish. Maharaja Ranjit Singh says, doesn't matter, I don't care about my family or anything. Apa Guru Sahib da banana hai banana hai. We're going to make an astan for our Guru. Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who anywhere they went, they made sure their Korsa, their seat was facing towards Darbar Sahib. With Din Raat, they had people with them to sna them bani. They had such love for Guru Ramdas Ji, such love for the Panth. Their father was Maha Singh, their father was Charat Singh, their father was Nod Singh, and their father was Bodh Singh. Bodh Singh took Amrit from the hands of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj themselves. This is the family of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, their whole Khandan. His father, his grandfather, his great-grandfather, his great-great-grandfather were all warriors, all served the Panth day and night, all ready to fight on the front line. That's why he was so great as well. So Charat Singh now, Biras which Akhan Lal karke, he starts getting ready. He even mounts his horse. He's got a Surohi Talwar and he mounts his horse. And when Bhai Sukha Singh sees this, Sukha Singh sees it from far, then he quickly gets up and he comes running, he runs to the horse and he grabs the lagam of the horse and he goes, Na put pachangya tu rehne. He goes, look at you and look at them. They're 5 times your size. Teriya bahan nangiya ya, they're covered in loha. He goes, tu ki kar lunga pachangya rehne. Don't fight them. And Charat Singh gives a jawab. He goes, Jamna marna Guru de haath ch ja. I don't care if I live or I don't care if I die. Par main aa nahi bardasht karda that they say something about our Panth. They say something about our Guru. Gur ki ninda sune na kaan, pet kare te sang kirpan. If anyone says anything about our perfect, most amazing Guru, Charat Singh goes, it doesn't matter. If I live and allow this, fir mera jeena haram ya. I shouldn't even be alive. No one can talk about our Guru like that. He goes, I don't care that they're so big and they're so strong and they're so brave. Mainu koi fark nahi. I will fight them. Mera dil hai gaya. I've got dil. He goes, I will fight them. He goes, I don't care. Main mar junga, par main larunga to sahi. And then Sukha Singh nu bhi Maharaja Biras char janda. And he goes, Wah pachangya tanya tu. And then he says to him, Pisha hat, hun dekh hamari chal. Watch my drama, watch my chal, watch my pantra, watch what I do in the battlefield, watch the drama I cause. He goes, Pachangi Pishatun, Pishahat. And then he says, go to that tree over there And he points to a tree. He goes, "Otte thalle nishana hai. I have 2 free it main rakhiya. Otte go there and start digging. Dig there and otte sanjog paiya." With Sukha Singh before, he had a muqabla with some Pathans. On a chatka ke maar ke, he took their armor, he buried it. Because the Khalsa at that time, we couldn't wear armor 24/7 because we were fighting, doing hit and run warfare. Armor's very heavy. It will weigh down your horse, it will weigh you down, make you tired. So he buried it. He goes, "Jada jang junga hoga, we'll come here, we'll dig it up and then we'll get it." So he sends Charat Singh, "We'd go dig up this armor and bring it." And then himself, he starts to get ready. He starts to tie his kamar kasa. He starts to do his damalla ready. And damalla murke kaske ban landa. He gets his kamar kasa banda. And then they start to put the sanjog on. And do bande chahiye to tie it on, to fasten it, to straighten it all up, to put all the plates on, pull everything tight. He puts a top on top of the top, he ties his damalla. He puts the dastane on. And then he ties, because the dastane is such a big size, he ties kapra around to tighten them up. Then he gets a surohi talwar and he does namaskar. He does namaskar to his talwar and then puts it in his miyan. And then from the Khalsa, jinne bhi Khalsa utte tyaarya, they call him close and they go, "If you're going to go to war, pehla aap ardas karte." So 5 Singh do ardas. 5 Singh katte hoke khar ke Maharaj nu benta karde a, "Vi Maharaj, tuada fauj ja raya hun jang nu, tusi aap kirpa karo, tusi bal baksho." And with that, Sukha Singh rides out. And it's at Beas River. If you've ever been to Punjab and Beas River, Beas is a very wide river. And in the middle of the river, sometimes you have grounds of reta that when the water gets shallow, there be like a ground in the middle which is reta. And Sukha Singh goes and stands there in the reta in the middle. And then he lalkars with one of the Pathans, "Aa jaave." And then the Pathan comes. The Pathan also head to toe in armor. They come and they stand face to face. Their horses are covered in armor, the Singhs are covered in armor, and they're about to fight. And as they stand face to face, bade pyar naal Sukha Singh ਕਹਿੰਦਾ "Tu kar la war pehla." Like he's talking to an old friend, like he's talking to a mitra. He goes, "Aja, tu kar la war. Try your best, do what you can." And the Mughal, the Pathan, they say, "Na, tu kar pehla war." They're both there looking at each other, saying, "Come on then." They're about to kick off, the fight's about to happen. And as they're there, both covered in armor, they both start surrounding each other. They both start doing prakarma around each other. Their horses are trained as well. Their horses covered in armor are rubbing shoulders. And with like that, the Singhs push, the Pathans push, and then they start pulling out their teghe and they start cutting at each other. And because they're covered in armor, when you chop someone covered in armor, it's not going to cut through. So as they're cutting and chopping, sparks are flying off the armor. They're hitting with that intensity. They're hitting with that intensity. And you know the talwar has that mutta thing like that on the front. They're punching with that, with the tal. With the tal, they're punching each other. And they're going at it, just smashing each other, punching each other. And as they're doing this, bits of armor are breaking. The horses are headbutting each other. And the horses are trying to bite each other as well. The horses are fighting, the Singhs are fighting. They're getting close, that they're coming close, and their talwara break. Their talwara, that they're smashing them so hard on the armor because they can't cut. That their talwara break and snap. And with their snapped talwara, they're still hitting each other, still doing vara, still hujjing, still doing all these vara. And they slowly, armor's getting cut and armor's falling off. They're getting cuts and they're both dripping with blood. Blood is seeking through the armor. The horses are covered in blood, and the Singh, the Khalsa, Sukha Singh, and the Pathan, they're both getting tired now. And they come close, they're on top of their horses, and they start grappling. So as they're grappling, they're digging for underhooks to do dawa on them, to do techniques on them, trying to grab his gichi. And as he's grabbed his gichi, you know how the Singhs have the baju bandan here, they have the sher. With that sher, he's going bam, he's trying to smack that in his face. They're really headbutting each other, trying to remove each other's armor. And as they're trying to pull each other's armor, they're pulling out kabshan like this, armor-piercing daggers that they want to try. And what they want to do is lift up the armor, put this in and stab each other. And as they're trying to stab each other with these kabs, with the shastar, the kabs are breaking, the shastar are breaking. The Singhs are just grabbing each other, they're wrestling. And as they're doing this, the horses are tired, the horses are cut as well. The horses, one of his jugglers cut, the horse profusely bleeding. The Mughal and the Singh holding each other, grappling on the horses, they both collapse. They both collapse onto the ground, and on the ground they're fighting, they're still fighting, and in utter exhaustion in the summer heat, they both fall unconscious. For a brief moment, the Mughal Pathan and the Khalsa warrior, they're both unconscious on the Tarti. Very quickly, Sukha Singh, because the Mughal Pathans, they're not used to the hardship, they're not used to, in the summer, in the midday heat, they rest in the shade. When they're thirsty, they have a drink. When they need sustenance, they are dud. Saying, in the middle of the summer, they're out in the sun. Je pani mil gaya. They used to, Singhs were so jungly, living in jungles, they drink water from the jungle rivers, where there's crocodiles and where the tigers and wild boar would drink river. They would live in that type of jungle, in that type of circumstance. So very quickly, Sukha Singh got back up, tayar ho gaya. As he gets back up, he sees the Pathan is still there. So Sukha Singh gets full mount on him. He sits on him. He starts removing his arm and his chest. He pulls out a khanjar, a curved khanjar dagger. He stabs it into the Pathan's head, and he cuts and disembowels him. As he disembowels him, he pulls out all of his intestines, everything, and he throws them. So the Pathans from far can see another banda mar gaya, and he's pulled out the things and he's thrown them. As he stands up, he raises a half-broken talwar into the sky, and all the Khalsa, Charat Singh, all the Jinni Fauj, they all start doing Jagara. Jagara blave, fateh pavne alo jave. And as the Pathans see this, the Pathans go absolutely crazy. And the mark and the hell janda we ki ho gaya. How did one of the greatest warrior we have in our army, how did he fall to one of their small sect? And they go mad, and then they get on their horses and they start to charge towards Sukha Singh. At this point, the Khalsa then form formation with their guns. They all set and they start letting off shots, and they shoot 4 or 5 Pathan dead. Then Charat Singh jumps on his horse. Charat Singh, the grandfather of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, this younger age, in his Jawani like your age, he rides towards Sukha Singh. As he rides towards Sukha Singh, he puts his hand out. Sukha Singh grabs his hand like that, and he gets him on the back of his horse. He jumps on the back of Sukha Singh's horse. They turn and they ride back towards the Khalsa, doing jakares, singing Khalsa Bole. And the Pathans, they're being shot up. They turn and over Pajaj, and they're Panchion and the Bande, 4 dead. Their horses are shot. They don't even come back to collect their Maria Hoy Sarir of their brother, Khas brother of Ahmad Shah Abdali, or Pella da Pajjan there. And when this happens, all the Singhs are doing Jakare, the Singhs are happy, and then they're giving Sukha Singh a thapra, they're giving Sukha Tanya Pachangia, Shabash. Sukha Singh's in his Jawani, he's in his 20s, and they're saying Shabash Bot. And all the Singhs find out when they go back to the Khalsa Panth in the jungles, all the generals find out and they come and they bring Sukha Singh. When somebody in the Panth does something, we always give them a naam, we always give them respect. And they come, some present swords to Sukha Singh, some present horses, they present loads of things to Sukha Singh. His Jathedar, Baba Sham Singh Ji, brings 2 horses. And Sukha Singh in front of the Panth, Galuch Palla Paake, he just does a benti. He goes, I don't need anything. I don't need any of your horses. Ek koi benti ya. Jara tusi ilzam laya. You know this accusation that I put on me? Oh wapas kar do. Oh da maaf kar do. And then this thing's got koi gal nahi. They do an ardas and the maafi. And then they say to the Panth, we eno naal ranana. Is sada jarnail ya. Is sada fauja. He's one of our great warriors. We don't know warriors like this. They're not going to come around again and again. And then they rely back in the Panth. And Sukha Singh goes on. And there's a time when the whole of Punjab have left, all the Sikh in Punjab have left Punjab. They've left Punjab and they've travelled out. And the Khalsa at this time are in Bikaner, which is in Rajasthan, which is the desert alaka. And they're hiding in the marsh, the jungle type area here. And when they're in the jungle here, a Sikh from Punjab comes. That Sikh from Punjab comes, and the good Sikhs in the jungle, they ask him, we came here Punjab da dasso, hal kiya, how's Punjab, what's it like? And the Sikh at that point, he wells up, he can't speak. And he says to them, it kills me to say what I'm going to say, and it kills me to keep this button inside as well. He has tears falling down his face, and he tells them, Darbar Sahib sadda de kabja ho gaya. someone's taken Darbar Sahib, our holiest of holy, our Darbar Sahib, the Darbar Sahib of Guru Ramdas Ji, they've taken. And jithe Kirtan honda si, hun massa rangar baitha hai. Jithe asa di waar lagdi si, uthe sharab pinda hai. Uthe kanjiriyan nu nchaunda hai. Uthe hukka pinda hai. Uthe apna halal kha ke sitti janda hai. And when he says this, there's a Gursikh general there by the name of Matab Singh. Matab Singh was that type of general. When anyone hears Baba Matab Singh's name, sare pachangiyan vi khushi char jandi hai. If Matab Singh's there, sanu koi dar nahi, we'll go fight, we'll do anything. And when Matab Singh hears this, we sade Darbar Sahib te idda hoya. He reacts like a cobra spike. You know when a cobra or a scorpion stings, he reacts like that. Hi. His heart is in such pain. We sade Darbar Sahib te idda hoya. When anything happens to any of our Guru Kar, sanu kinna dukh lagda. If we're talking to the Singhs, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ camp ਆਰਾਮ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਦੁੱਖ ਲੱਗਾ. We in Maharashtra, Nandir Hajur Sahib, one of our Takat Sahibs, the Sarkar of that area are trying to infiltrate. There's a board, and they're trying to infiltrate and take the majority number in that board without consulting any Gursikhs, without doing anything like that. They're trying to infiltrate and take the Guru Kar. And Sanu Singha nu kinna dukh lagga si. Every Singh that I spoke to at this camp, a lot of them, as soon as they saw the news, they go, ha yaar, Sachkhand Hajur, Sade Sachkhand da, Sada Hajur Sahib da ki ho reha, what's happening there? Sareyan nu dukh sega dil de vich, what's happened? Tahi fir sapa ral ke in front of the King of Kings, on the start of the camp, we did ardas. We Maharaj, Twada Taktya. We Twade Gursikh ki seva karan. Hor koi na ave. Hor kis de julat na pave. And in the jungle at this time, Bulaka Singh's come and he's given the news to the Sikh of what's happened and how Darbar Sahib has now been taken over. How they put Kori on the lid. The manure from the horses they throw in our Amrit Sarovar. And Matab Singh in great gussa says to him, "Tu marya hoya, tinno ki hoya? You saw all this and you came here. Tu Singh ne ka Amrit nahi shakya? Ga tere talwar nahi paayi, tu unhon nu vad kyun nahi deta? Why didn't you do anything? Just found out about all this, but then you came here." Then Bulaka Singh says to Matab Singh, "We pachu tusi nahi lukke hoye hun Rajasthan ch, tusi nahi Punjab chhad ke aaye. You've hid just like me, we're the same." And then Matab Singh goes, "Hun ta kuch karna pena. We must go to Punjab and avenge what's happening at our Guru Kar." And Sukha Singh steps up. He puts his hands on Baba Matab Singh's shoulder and he says, "Baba ji, aapa donne jaonge. Us two will go and defend and we'll take back what's ours." And tomorrow we're going to hear how they avenge and what they do at Darbar Sahib. And then the aftermath. What happens to Baba Matab Singh after? What happens to Baba Sukha Singh after? We hear about that Sakhi, but sometimes we need to hear about the aftermath, what happened, and how the mahal changed. And we'll do that tomorrow. Aaj di hun samapti karde a. Bhul chuk maaf karna ji. Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. Jayakara bulawe, Fateh pawe, nihal ho jawe. Gur bariya kaal, deg teg Fateh. Guru Khalsa Panth de har मैदान फतेह. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. रामकली महला तीजा आनंद एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद. आनंद पिया मेरी माए, सतगुरु मैं पाया. सत ਰਾਗ ਰਤਨ ਪਰਵਾਰ ਭਰਿਆ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗਾਵਨ ਆਇਆ। ਕਹਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਆਨੰਦ ਹੋਆ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਇਆ। ਹਰ ਨਾਲ ਰਹੋ ਤੂੰ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਸਭ ਵਿਸਾਰਨਾ। ਸਭਨਾ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਸੁਆਮੀ ਸੋ ਕਿਉ ਮਨੋ ਵਿਸਾਰੇ। ਸਾਚੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਾ ਕਿਆ ਨਾਹੀ ਕਰਤੀ ਰਹਿ। ਸਦਾ ਸਿਫਤ ਸਲਾਹ ਤੇਰੀ ਨਾਮ ਮਨ ਵਿਸਾਵੇ। ਕਹਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੱਚੇ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਿਆ ਨਾਹੀ ਕਰਤੀ ਰਹਿ। ਸਾਚ ਨਾਮ ਆਧਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਰਾਜਨ ਭੁੱਖਾ ਸਭ ਗਵਾਈਆਂ। ਸਦਾ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗੁਰ ਵਿਟੋ ਜਿਸ ਦੀ ਆਹ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ। ਵਾਜੇ ਪੰਜ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤਿਤ ਕਰ ਸਪਾਗੇ ਕਰ ਸਪਾਗੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਵਾਜੇ ਕਲਾ ਜਿਤ ਕਰ ਤਾਰੀਆ। ਤੁਰ ਕਰਮ ਪਾਇਆ ਤਜਰਨ ਕੋ ਸੇ ਨਾਮ ਹਰ ਕੈ ਲਾਗੇ। ਅਨੰਦ ਸੁਨੋ ਵਡ ਭਾਗੀ ਹੋ ਸਗਲ ਮਨੋਰਥ ਪੂਰੇ। ਦੁਖ ਰੋਗ ਸੰਤਾਪ ਉਤਰੇ ਸੁਣੀ ਸੱਚੀ ਬਾਣੀ। ਸੁਨਤੇ ਪੁਨੀਤ ਕਹਿਤੇ ਪਵਿੱਤ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਰਹਿਆ ਪਰ ਪੂਰੇ। ਬਿਨਵੰਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਾਗੇ ਵਾਜੇ ਅਨਾਦ ਤੂਰੇ। ਸੁਨਤੇ ਪੁਨੀਤ ਕਹਿਤੇ ਪਵਿੱਤ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਰਹਿਆ ਪਰ ਪੂਰੇ। ਬਿਨਵੰਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਾਗੇ ਵਾਜੇ ਅਨਾਦ ਤੂਰੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਤੁਮ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਤੁਮ